You know how we're always told that to get big results, you've got to make these huge, life-altering changes? Well, what if that's not quite right? What if the real secret to success is actually hidden in the super small things we do every single day? That's what we're digging into here, the surprising, incredible power of small habits.
So, let me ask you, does this sound familiar? You've got these massive ambitions, right? These huge dreams you're chasing. But when you get down to the day-to-day stuff, it's so easy to just get stuck. You find yourself saying that classic line, I'll do it tomorrow. It's this trap we all fall into, and it keeps those big goals feeling like they're always just a little bit out of reach.
Okay, so let me tell you about a guy named Alex. He's probably a lot like you and me. He had these big dreams, but he had one major problem. He was totally undisciplined. You know the type. He'd start something and then never finish it. He was always waiting around for some huge, magical moment to just show up and change his life. But you know how that goes, that moment never came.
But then, one day, his life kind of took a turn. He met this wise old professor who saw just how frustrated Alex was. And the professor made him an offer. He said he'd share the real secret to a successful life, a lesson that was about to change absolutely everything for him. And here it is, the core of the professor's wisdom. He told Alex, look, success isn't some big one-time event. It's actually the sum total of all the small, consistent things you do, day in and day out. Super simple idea, right? But it's something Alex had never, ever really thought about before.
So, to make this idea crystal clear, the professor told him this really powerful story. It's all about a farmer who plants this tiny little Chinese bamboo seed. And trust me, it's a huge lesson in patience and the hidden power of laying the groundwork.
Okay, check this out. For the first whole year, the farmer waters the seed and nothing, not a thing. For year 2, 3, and 4, still nothing you can see above the ground. I mean, people were probably laughing at him, right? But the farmer, he just kept at it. And then in year 5, something incredible happens. In just 6 weeks, the bamboo shoots up 80 feet into the air. So what was going on? Well, for all those years, it wasn't just sitting there. It was building this huge, strong root system underground, getting ready for that explosive growth.
And that story, that was Alex's light bulb moment. It just clicked. He saw himself trying to get that 80-foot bamboo shoot without ever watering the seed. He suddenly realized he had no roots, 0 small, consistent habits to hold up his big dreams. So naturally, Alex asked the professor, okay, so what do I do? How do I start building my own foundation? And the professor didn't hand him some complicated, impossible formula. Nope. He gave him a simple, practical toolkit for change.
It came down to 7 simple but seriously powerful habits. And we're not talking about massive life overhauls here. These are just small tweaks that, if you do them consistently, can absolutely change your life.
All right, let's break down the first 3 foundational habits. Number 1, wake up 1 hour earlier. I know it might not sound like a huge deal, but think about it. That's 365 extra hours in a year. Imagine what you could do with that. Okay, number 2, read just 10 pages a day. Easy, right? Well, that adds up to more than 12 books a year. And third, instead of this huge goal like write a book, just set a tiny daily goal, write 200 words. All of a sudden, that massive project just becomes a simple thing you do every day.
But of course, there's always a villain in the story, right? And its name is procrastination. You know that little voice in your head that whispers, you can do it later. It is the #1 enemy of building good habits. But lucky for us, the professor had a really simple trick to beat it.
Okay, so here's the trick. The second you feel that urge to put something off, you gotta interrupt the thought pattern. You just start counting down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And when you hit 1, you physically have to move and start the task. It doesn't matter if it's just for 2 minutes. This little countdown trick kind of hijacks the hesitation part of your brain and just shoves you right into action. All right, the next batch of habits are all about taking care of your mind and body. First up, gratitude. Every night, just write down 3 things you're thankful for. It really shifts your whole perspective. Next, exercise for just 10 minutes a day. Seriously, that's so much better than that one big gym session that you never actually get to. And lastly, be intentional with your phone. Ask yourself this one simple question. Is what I'm doing right now actually improving me, or is it just a waste of time? So, the big question is, did any of this actually work for Alex? Well, this is where the story gets really good. We're about to see how all these tiny, seemingly insignificant steps added up to a huge, real-world transformation. And hey,
Just like the bamboo seed, the results were not instant. For the first few weeks, Alex didn't really feel all that different. And honestly, this is the point where most people just quit. But he remembered that story about the bamboo, and he trusted the process. He just stayed consistent.
But then, after about 3 or 4 months, something started to shift. He could actually feel it. His focus was getting sharper, his study results were better, but the biggest thing, his confidence was growing. See, every single day, he was proving to himself that he could actually keep a promise to himself.
And by the end of that year, the change was just staggering. I mean, look at the before and after. He went from that undisciplined guy who was always waiting for a big break to being disciplined, confident, and eventually a successful entrepreneur. And the key is, he didn't win the lottery. There was no lucky break. He built his success one tiny habit at a time.
Alex's story is incredible, for sure. But the real question now is, how do we apply this to our own lives? It's time to turn the spotlight away from his journey and onto yours. Years later, when people would ask Alex for his secret to success, this is what he'd tell them. And it's really the main takeaway here. The biggest, most amazing results in life don't come from some giant leap. They come from all those tiny, consistent steps you take along the way. So it's really important to remember this. Success isn't some magical thing reserved for the lucky or the talented. It's an outcome. It is the direct result of your small, daily actions. And that means it's available to literally anyone who's willing to just be patient and stay consistent.
And that brings us to the last and honestly the most important question. You don't have to change your entire life overnight. Just pick one thing. Just one. Like that bamboo seed, what is the one small, simple habit that you are going to plant and start watering today?